welcome to the Northern Counties East League podcast. I'm Richard Watts. I'm now joined by League General Manager Matt Jones.
Hello and welcome to episode 71 of the official Macron Northern Counties East League podcast. As November kicked off at the weekend, we saw goals galore, unbeaten runs extended and late drama across both of our divisions. In the Premier Division, Liversedge continued to set the standard at the top of the league. A 4-1 win over Campion made it 7 victories on the bounce and stretched their unbeaten league run to 15 games, their last and only defeat coming way back on August the 6th at Handsworth. Joe Walton grabbed a brace either side of a Ben Brooksbank goal for the visitors. Keelan Swales and Alex Wallerton added second-half strikes to seal the result and keep Liversedge 4 points clear. At the Young Guns Arena, Tadcaster Albion edged fellow top 3 contenders Sheffield 1-0. Tawhid Ahmed marked his return to the club after his midweek transfer from Route 1 Rovers with an 86th minute winner, a vital goal in a tight contest. Beverley Town leapfrogged Sheffield into third after Lucas Salubrich's solitary strike earned a 1-0 win at Thackley. Barton Town remained fifth following a 3-1 victory over Eccleshill United, with Joel Shepherd netting twice and Lewis Stevens adding a third. Joe Story replied for the Eagles. Handsworth and Pickering Town both claimed away wins to stay 6th and 7th respectively. Mitch Dunn and Oliver Curry scored for Handsworth in a 2-1 win at Bottisford Town, while Suleiman Koulibaly's brace saw Pickering past Penistone Church, winning by 2-0. Now, if you're after drama, Parkgate's 5-4 win against Golker United had it all. George Doyle gave the visitors an early lead. Bradley Gregory hit 4 for the hosts, and Alex Wanham added another, with Zachary Rushworth and Callum Petch replying in a game that swung wildly before Daniel Nadioli's late consolation wrapped up a breathless encounter. Horbury Town ended a month-long winless run with a dramatic 3-2 triumph at Albion Sports. Joe Jagger opened the scoring, but Horbury trailed 2-1 late on. James Cusworth equalised before Jagger struck again in injury time to close the gap to safety to just 4 points. Wombwell Town remained in the bottom 2 after they were denied a vital win at Knaresborough Town by Daniel Thurkill's stoppage time equaliser, which cancelled out Jack Steer's early goal. Both of those sides have now gone 10 league games without a win. Frickley Athletic climbed to 13th with a 4-1 home win over Rossington Main. Goals from Sean Hesselwood, Ifeanyi Nenanua, Lucas Robinson and Charlie Clegg secured the points, with Ross Hanna briefly levelling for the visitors. In Division 1, Durnan District remained top after a 6th straight win, a 3-0 victory at Winterton Rangers, with goals from Adam Baskerville, Alex Varley and Owen Fieldsend. It's no surprise that Durnan are leading the way. They are averaging the second highest goals per game scored at 2.7 per game, just behind Route 1 Rovers, who are currently averaging 2.94. Durnan have scored 54 goals in 20 matches, as well as having the meanest defence with just 15 goals conceded and the most clean sheets with 11. Worsborough Bridge Athletic and Harrogate Railway Athletic are keeping the pressure on the leaders, though. The Biggers beat Ilkley Town 3-0 thanks to Jake Squires, Lewis O'Connor and Josh Brown, while Harrogate came from behind to win 2-1 at Goole. Alex Ingham and Dom Creamer overturned James Isles' early opener. Wakefield lost ground after their Friday night fixture against Maltby Main was postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. Leeds UFCA took full advantage, cruising to a 5-0 win over Appleby Frodingham. Oliver Clark scored twice, with Harrison Rowley, Toby Stennett and Junaid Cassius-Gill also on target. 4 of those goals coming in the final 20 minutes. Along with bottom of the table Glasshoughton, that's 7 straight defeats now for Appleby Frodingham. Armthorpe Welfare matched that scoreline at home to Nostell Miners Welfare. Bailey Lowe bagged a brace with Cole Patrick, Adam Morrison and Mikey Dunn also scoring to keep Armthorpe in 6th. Crowell Colts and Route 1 Rovers now complete the top 8. Crowell beat Glasshoughton 4-1 with Robert Guilfoyle netting twice, alongside goals from Alfie Fudge and Declan Bacon. And what more can we say about Zach Kahn? His hat-trick, including 2 penalties, took his season tally to 36 goals, including an incredible 8 hat-tricks so far, as Route 1 Rovers beat Selby Town 4-0. As we mentioned last week, the current record for goals scored in a season is 73, held by Ash Flynn. If Khan can stay fit for the full season and keep scoring at his current rate of 1.8 goals per game, that record will be broken. He's currently on target to score 79 this season. Big Town beat South Leeds 2-0 through Josh Batty and Adam Drury. Athersley Recreation and Doncaster City shared a 1-1 draw, while Club Thorn Colliery and Louth Town played out a goalless stalemate. On to this week, and it's FA Vars weekend again, with 5 of our sides remaining in the competition. We wish good luck to Albion Sports, who play Holker Old Boys at home. Big Town, who welcome West Didsbury and Chorlton to the EC Surfacing Stadium. Rossington Main, who make the long trip to Carlisle City. Liversidge, who welcome Atherton Laburnum Rovers. And Barton Town, who travel to play South Liverpool. There's plenty of league games scheduled as well, with 6 games in the Premier Division and a further 8 games in Division 1. Whichever game you're going to watch, we hope you have a great time. Thank you as always for your fantastic support of our teams.
Next up, NCEL talk. I'll hand straight over to host Aaron Walton.
So it's that time of the week when we get together and chew the fat over everything NCEL. Tonight I've got Rich, Si, Bob and Jordan for a little while. So hello everybody.
Hello.
Hi. Evening.
So now, as usual, the matches always kick off on a Friday night, don't they? But unfortunately, Wakefield were playing Maltby Main, and alas, a waterlogged pitch gave it a double P on the webpage, didn't it? So, and the P is for postpone, not for something else that it was doing on Friday night. So we'll get straight down to business, and we'll go on the Saturday games. And since we've got Jordan, we're going to talk about the first game, Albion Sport. 14th playing bottom club Aubrey Town at the Myra Shea. Could Aubrey garner a bit of luck and come away from Bradford with some points? All I can say is what a finish. Now, I know you weren't at the game, Jordan, but let's see you talk wax lyrically about it.
Yeah, well, it took 68 minutes for someone to score. Joe Jagger doing what he does best. I don't know why teams only put 2 men in a wall when Jagger takes a free kick, because he can absolutely smash it. And he's hit one in to the top corner from 35 yards.
Wow.
To put us 1-0 up. And then when there's 10 minutes to go, we're thinking, is this our day? Is this our day? And then Nathan Cartman scores from the spot. And then a couple of minutes later, they've turned the result on its head to put themselves 2-1 up. And then you just think, oh, God, not another one. Because we conceded in the last minute last week against Rossington as well. And we've conceded a couple of times in the last minute to drop points. So it's been one of those seasons so far. But literally straight from the kickoff, we've played it back, lumped it up top. Jaggers won a flick on, linked with a forward. Them two have played it together and they've got an equaliser literally straight away. And then it looks as if it's going to finish a draw. And another game where Aubrey have yet to pick up a win. But then that man again, Jagger, free kick, 30 yards out. I think the keeper's been a bit nervous of whether he's going to absolutely smash it into top corner again. And he has kind of left a little bit too much of the goal on his left-hand side. And Jagger's curled run round the wall into the bottom corner. And we've picked up the win. So lads are absolutely buzzing at the minute to pick up the first away win of the season. We've been knocking on the door the past few weeks, only getting beat by 1 goal. And in the 3 cup games that we've played, we've drawn in all 3 of those and gone to penalties. So it's nice to get a win, the first one since middle of September, I think, against Sheffield at home. So it's been a long time coming. But yeah, hopefully now we can start bridging the gap against those above us with 2 big games coming up against teams around us as well.
Definitely. So great stuff from Horbury then. So really good. So up and running, let's hope. So well done to Horbury. So down on the banks of the Humber, So a battle of the bods, as they say in North East Lincolnshire, with the Swans of Barton Town taking on the Eagles of Eccleshill United. Now, Richard, what's your take on the game? Because I'm a little bit biased and you're unbiased. So what did you think of the game, Richard?
I thought it was a decent game. I thought there's never a bad time to score, but I think Barton scored at the right time. It's obviously good to get an early goal. It was a fantastic volley from Joel Shepherd. And I thought first half Barton just edged it. Eccleshill were getting back into it the second half. Had a good chance that they missed, and then Barton got the second, didn't they? They go in front. And again, Eccleshill came back when Barton got one late on got one back. And then Barton finished it off. And the second goal for Lewis Stevens, he came on as a substitute and ended up getting sent off. I'm not quite sure what he got sent off for.
No, I don't really. I can't remember. The ref. It was a strange officials. There were some strange decisions going on. I know they were upsetting the Eccleshill fans with some of their decisions. The officials, but most of them went in our favour somewhat. But some strange decisions, should we say? And we'll leave it at that. So Barton back on the horse, winning. I think they're still in fifth, aren't they, Richard?
Yeah, I think it's a better Eccleshill side than it was last season.
Oh, definitely.
I thought they were quite a decent side at times.
Very good. Passed the ball about really well. It was it's a slightly heavy pitch as well. I mean, it didn't look too bad, but if you were stood on it, it was quite boggy. But we've had a lot of rain, as we said. Bottisford entertained Handsworth. That's the Amber's second visit to Lincolnshire in a week. Would it be another 3 points on the travels? And with the Poachers opening the scoring with Jack Mack early, but then a confident second half from the Ambers with Dunn and Curry. 2-1 was the final score. So Handsworth really doing well, aren't they? Who else we got? Frickley played Rossington and Si. You didn't get a game on Friday, but you went to watch that game, didn't you? Pray tell.
I did. I mean, it's a shame. Had we been playing our game on Saturday, then we'd have actually played. But Friday night did for us because we were in a game on Friday and it got washed out, didn't it?
It did.
But Brickley, it was my first chance to watch some Premier League action. First half was a bit scrappy, and you'd probably expect that looking at two teams that's in the lower half of the table, looking for a bit of form. But in the second half, especially, Frickley really came in their own, and I think had much the better of the second half, running out 4-1 winners. I think Martin Wilford's really seemed to have, the last two games were both, as I said a couple of weeks ago, the next three games for them were against teams below them in the league. They've won two of those. The next one is Jordan's Horbury. And for both those teams now, that's going to be a very important tie. They've managed to pull themselves temporarily out of the relegation scrap, so they'll want to keep that run going. And obviously, Horbury will be battling for all the points in that one. But no, it was definitely a good second half performance. The lad that they called Destiny, who got the second goal for them, had a really good game up front. Charlie Clegg came on and got a goal 5 minutes after coming on to put the cherry on the cake for him. And a good crowd of 234 as well there.
That's good there, because it's a big ground, isn't it, at the Wesley? It's a big old ground.
It is. My first time there. It's you can see it's got its history, but it's a nice little ground, that.
Yeah, there's a lot of the grounds. I mean, I was saying to a friend of mine that there's a lot of these grounds now being put up. They're a bit like cage grounds, aren't they? With the 4G and a cage around them, and maybe a little tin shack, and that's it. There's
a proper old school ground.
Yeah. I mean, there's some character there, and like you say, there's some history, and that seems to be. We don't want that going out the game, do we? Really? So I know these 4G pitches are they're brilliant and everything such as that. And they do bring money into clubs, but you can't beat a bit of character, can you? So,
finding the balance, isn't it?
It is finding the balance, yeah.
I mean, at the time when ground was in its heyday, they were in the Conference National or equivalent, weren't they?
No, they certainly
Yeah.
were.
Oh no, they were a lot higher up back in the day,
Yeah.
weren't they?
Yeah, we've sat in that breezy stand, haven't we, Richard, many a time.
Yeah.
Looking over to the old pit with where it's been grassed over, looks quite nice. So anyway, back to more mundane things. No, more the league. Knaresborough entertained Woolwell Town at Mance Lane, and the Wellers scored early on through Jack Steers. However, as we always say at Mance Lane, it's a tough place to go, and the experience of Dan Thurkel popped up on 90 minutes. As we say, we keep scoring these late goals in this league to earn a draw for Knaresborough. So that's Knaresborough Town. Liversedge at Fortress Claiborne Park welcome Campion. And after giving, we gave Joe Walton a bit of a name check last week. He bagged a couple of goals and got the player of the match as well. So well done, Joe. Long may it continue. But not when you're playing Barton, though, Joe. Just remember. So, talking of grounds, there is some picturesque grounds. Which is your favourite grounds, gentlemen? Richard, have you all got a favourite picturesque ground in the league?
Picturesque wise, probably Penistone Church, I would think,
Yeah,
on a
Penistone.
bright summer's day.
Oh, of course. Si?
Not from the. I mean, Penistone from the NCL, definitely. There was one that sprang to mind, but it was from the Sheffield League, which was Hepworth United.
Oh,
So
right.
that's a lovely little place to visit.
Yeah.
With the whole sort of the moors in the background, but very similar to Penistone in that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Bob?
Well, I'm going to go for where Si went the other day, Frickley. I think it's a historic ground, but it's got nostalgia, hasn't it, as well? So I used to like going to Frickley when we was in the Premier, but hopefully we'll go and look. Go again in the future, you know.
Yeah. Have we got
You'll be
Jordan
back,
still?
Bob. You'll be back.
You'll be back. Have we got Jordan still with us?
I'm still here, yeah.
What about you, Jordan? Have you
I'm
got a favourite?
I'm going to be biased and say my own, our own Horbury. If you come in on a bright summer's day, you just mentioned the views that you get. It's quite nice. At the bottom side of the pitch, nice little train track and a bit of a river at the back. So it's nice, yeah.
Oh, good. I missed it. I was at work, so I'm going to get you next season. I hope. Oh,
well, I'm going to say
you won't go down.
Leagues.
You won't go down. You won't go down. So anyway, back to the league. Parkgate took on Golkey United, and the 102 people watching got the money's worth. 5-4 to Parkgate at full time. It went 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3, 5-4. And Brad Gregory on fire for Parkgate with 4 goals. Rumour has it that Zach Kahn had given him an old pair of boots. So well done to Brad Gregory. So Penistone, they played Pickering Town at the Parker Roofing Memorial Ground. What was the score in that one, gentlemen?
It was 2-0 to Pickering.
So Pickering are back onto it, aren't they, after having a little bit of a stutter? Penistone are struggling a bit, aren't they, this season? I don't know why, but they seem to be struggling a little bit. And to the game of the day in the Prem. For me, second played third. Tadcaster Albion took on Sheffield FC. In on paper, what should have been a cracker. 245 there to see that a tight game. One late on, Tawhid Hamid on 86 minutes. So, real tight game then. Yes, Bob.
And I think he's just gone back to. I think he just signed for Tadcaster, re-signed for him.
Has
he
he?
played for him before. I think so. Yeah.
He has. Yeah.
I think I saw something on social media on NCEL site or somewhere.
So there you go. Well done, Tawhid. And finally, another good game down at the Meridian Stadium at Dennyfield. Thackley AFC versus Beverley Town. Form-wise, Thackley a bit in and out, and Beverley coming off 3 consecutive wins. All the makings of a cracker. Decided again by 1 goal, and again Lucas Lubrich got the important goal for the Beavers. And I don't know if you've seen the footage. It looked very much, Richard, you'll agree with me, it looked very much like the goal is late on against Barton Town. Right place, right time, rebound, and that's what you want from your forward, don't you?
Yeah, get in there first.
Yeah. So Beverley onto it again, 1-1-0. So into Division 1 then, gentlemen. It couldn't get any harder for the young guns of Winton Rangers as they entertained Runaway and inform leaders Durnan District. I mean, Runaway is a bit of a sensationalism, but they are doing really well and they are at the top of the league. So it's a bit of a David and Goliath tie at the MKM West Street. 3-0 to Durnan District, only 1-0 at the break. Rangers making a game of it, but Durn's superiority shone through, didn't it, gentlemen?
It did.
So, Wasborough, they were at home to Ilkley Town, the Briggers versus the Bar Tatters. Could Wasborough keep up the pressure on Durnan District? Yes, they could. 3-0 to the Briggers. Now, Bob, I see you getting ready. Up there's also Harrogate Railway, isn't there, who took on Bob's Goal AFC at the VPG. Bob.
Well, you know, last week I said we always start well.
Yeah. You always say that.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to say it again, which you did, because Jimmy Isles scored after 4 minutes and to put us 1-0 up. Because before I looked at Harrogate's away record, they'd played 7, won 6 and drawn 1, undefeated away. So it's a good, fantastic away record. And it was 1-0 and it was looking good. Competitive game. A better home performance because we've only won one game at home. And then the president of the North East Counties was Brian Jones. It came to Goole on Saturday, him and his wife. And we had a chat at half time. And obviously he's neutral, but I did say to him, watch out in the second half because sometimes we fade. And unfortunately, we did because Harrogate came back strongly. Alex Ingham scored after 52 minutes. Then Dominic Creamer from the left in 63 made it 2-1. But Goole came back. Their keeper made a really great save towards the end from a shot from Mitch Carlton. We hit the bar, we hit the post. We just couldn't get that point. But we lost, but it was one of our better home performances. So it was a good game to watch for the neutral. And but Harrogate, they're only 4 points behind Durn now with 2 games in hand. So it's going to be close at the top.
Certainly is, isn't it? So you give them a game. That was the main thing. So Leeds UFCA steadily gaining points and positions at home to struggling Appleby Frodingham, and it was 5 of the best for the Scholars. So Appleby Frodingham going through a little bit of a torrid time at the moment, and Leeds University really picking up the pace. Amthorpe Welfare hosting Nostell Miners Welfare at the Mara Falcon, and another 5-0 scoreline to Amthorpe. So Amthorpe are really doing well this season. Have you seen them side this season?
I think so. I can't remember now. I can't remember you lose track after a while, don't you?
Don't you? Yeah.
They have been going well. I think. They dropped out of the playoffs for a bit, haven't they? But they've had a couple of results lately which lifted them back into it. I mean, that when we come onto the tables, it's close for the top 3, and then it's close for the positions after that as well.
It is, isn't it? There's like 2 sort of little battles going on.
They had a great run early on, did Amthorpe. Looked like they kind of lost the way for a bit, but they've regrouped and they're going again now. Exactly.
There's a few teams doing that, isn't there? So that's good for Amthorpe. Clubthorne Colliery played the White Wolves of Louth Town in a 0-0 draw, so we can't really say too much about that one. Brigtown took on South Leeds at the Hawthorns. 2-0 to Brigtown. 305 there. And it's really good to see Josh Batty back on the score sheet. He's had a bad ankle for a while, as Josh, so good to see him back scoring goals like he should. But Brigtown, they're going reasonably well, and the crowds they get are phenomenal, I think. I just wish we could get crowds like that, but they really do. They get behind the team at Brig. Crowell Colts played Glasshoughton Welfare at Windsor Park. Could Crowell's dip in form end against Basement Club Glasshoughton? Well, it did. 4-1 to the Colts, heaping more misery onto Glasshoughton. Athersley Rec played Doncaster City at Shearing Park. They drew a 1-1. Shared the points. Route 1 Rovers came to town. They came to Selby Town, down at the Fairfax Plantyre Stadium, Richard Street, and they strode out of town with 4 unanswered goals and 3 points. And guess what? The man we can't talk about scored another hat-trick, albeit 2 were penalties. So,
36 goals he's got now.
How many hat-tricks do you think he's got this season, Bob?
He must have 7 or 8.
8.
With 36 goals.
Yeah, he's got 8 hat-tricks.
8. Well, I wasn't far off then, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely on fire, isn't he?
Mm.
So, absolutely brilliant. So, if we go to the midweek before we go to the tables, midweek, so games only on a Tuesday night. And the East Riding County Cup second round between Beverley Town and Hull City. A walkover for Beverley Town. Not sure what happened there to the Tigers. I think they were double booked, as City's first team were away at Derby County. So possibly double booked. Can't possibly come to the County Cups there. Northern Counties East League Premiership. Well, Bottisford Town entertained Galkey United, 18th versus 16th. I was at the game, gentlemen. My first trip this season down to Bottisford. Absolutely siled it down all game. So I was pleased with a little bit of undercover. And it was a good game. It was a good game at the Barrett Steel Stadium. Some excellent shelter from the persistent rain. Thoroughly entertained with Golka being the more clinical in attack, with George Doyle with a couple of well-crafted goals. Then a mistake by Golka's keeper Harry Stead. He was coming for a ball, completely missed it. I'm going to say the lights got him looking up, so I don't like blaming goalkeepers. So I'm going to say the lights got him, completely missed it, and Clay Bryant, of all people, put into an empty net. So that gave Bottisford a little bit of a impetus. And then what a great finish from a lad called Akira Simmons. Fantastic finish right near the end to make it 2-2. So Golka looked like they were coasting. But there's one thing with Bottisford, and Richard, you'll agree with me, and they don't just do it to Barton Town. If they've got a sniffer they're in the game, they'll just keep going and keep going and keep going, won't they, Richard?
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
And with the likes, you've got Jack McMenemy up front. You've got Scott Matthews as well, Clay Bryant at the back. Good players, aren't they? Really good players. So
Yeah.
it'll be an interesting game when they play Barton Town. I know that because they'll be trying the hardest there. In Division 1, Nostell took on the free-scoring Route 1 Rovers of Bradford at the Crofton Community Centre. Well, not actually in the community centre, out on the pitch. But it was a great win for the Welfare, 2-0.
Good win, that.
Pardon?
Good win, that, because Route 1 were on form going into that one, especially. So it's one for the form guide. You've expected an away win there. So that's a very good win.
Yeah,
really. But if you look at the home and away record, Route 1 don't travel really good, but at home they're unbeatable, you know. But away, it's but a great win for Nostell. Take nothing away from it, you know.
Did they beat you at goal, Route 1 Rovers?
No, actually, it was 0-0. We kept Zach
It was, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, yeah. So there you go. So
first carry's not scored, I think.
Oh my heck! So have you guys been to watch football at Nostell?
No, I've not been yet. No,
been. Have you been, Si, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been a few times there. Yeah, and we'll be there twice this season, won't we? Because Leeds Junior there as well.
Yeah,
Have
you been, Richard? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, a few years ago. I think it was in can't remember what it was in. Yeah, cup match. Yeah,
cup match. I was there. Really nice ground for watching football, isn't it? Really nice because you're just a little bit above the. I'm not ignoring Jordan. Is he still with us? Or is he gone?
He's gone as Jordan.
He's gone as Jordan. So well, there you go. I didn't want to miss him. So yeah, it's a really nice ground that to watch football. And have you been? And they've got a little mining museum as well in the community centre, haven't they? So that's quite nice to have a look at. Anyway, I digress. So that was a good win. Now Selby Town, they also played. Have not quite clicked yet. Took on
I can tell you something about Selby because I actually went.
Oh, you went, did you, Bob?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah. Well, did
it took it down with Raid?
It did at the beginning, but me and my main fellow volunteers, Darren and Connor, we thought we'd go watch Selby. And I have to say, they played really well this Selby. They knocked the ball around well. Worthy winners. Mead Maltby could have no complaints, really.
Yeah.
And a well-deserved 4-0 win. But it did really actually slide it down. And went a bit dry in the second half. But the crowd, it dropped the crowd because it was Champions League night, 140. I think that's the lowest crowd they have this season. But the people who didn't go, the Selby supporters, they missed a really good performance from their team. But it's nice. I like going to Selby. It's a nice setup.
It is. Yeah. Very nice clubhouse.
Yeah.
So,
and I was talking to one chap, a volunteer. He built behind the leisure centre end. He built a stand, for people standing. Made the roof and all that. So that was really good, And it helps with standing areas. But it's a nice ground, nice setup.
It is a nice
Is that
setup.
the first win for Steve Bodle there as well? I think it is, isn't it? In the
Yeah,
league.
Steve,
That's the first league win, isn't it? They go won the cup one, but I think that's the first league win for that. So I think they needed that one, didn't they?
Yeah, I heard him on Radio York. He did a 10-minute interview on Radio York, and he spoke well. So I think that they could be on the up. So, but we'll see.
Watch this space for the Robins.
Yeah, I'll probably put the kiss of death on it now. But there you go.
You probably have, Bob, but don't worry about it. They won't let you back to Selby again.
No.
So I'll tell you one thing. What we want to look at. I thought the attendances over the weekend were brilliant. In the Prem, Liverpool had 309, Taddy 245, Ripley 234, Thackley 228. Even at Barton, we had 165. And then Division 1, Brig had 305, Selby 254, Gould 204, Armthorpe 148, Winton 125. So not bad at all. Long may it continue. So if we go to the league tables, we'll have a look at Division 1 first. Durham District are at the top, 20 games, 49 points. Wasborough second, 19 and 46. Harrogate Railway, 18 and 45. Am I right there? Yeah. Yeah. And then you've got Wakefield and Leeds, both on 19. Leeds University, 19 and 36. Armthorpe, 6, 19 and 33. Kroll Colts were having a super first season. 7th, 18 and 30. And also Route 1 Rovers having a good season, 18 and 29. So that's good. At the bottom, Glasshoughton are getting cut adrift now. 18 games, 8 points. Winterton Rangers 19 and 13. Aprod 18 and 13. Nostell Miners Welfare 19. And I can't read my own writing. Is that 18? Am I correct?
Yes, 18. Yeah, 18.
18, yeah, I can't read my own writing.
So there's a 5-point gap now between the bottom three and Nostell. So it just shows you what a great result that was for Nostell the other night.
Absolutely won it, yeah. South Leeds, 17 games, 18 points, and Selby, 18 and 18.
Yeah, so, 19 games. South Leeds.
19. As I said, I can't read my own writing. Right, into the Prem. At the bottom, we've got Horbury, 17 games, 11 points. Wombwell, 17 games, 14 points. Rossington, 15 and 15. 17 Bottisford, 17 and 16. They picked a point up. Golka, 17 and 17. And Albion, 17 and 18. At the top, Liversidge, 17 games, 40 points. Tadcaster, 16 games, 36 points. Beverley 19 and 34, Sheffield 18 and 31, Barton Town 18 and 29 in 5th, 6th Handsworth 17 and 29, 7th Pickering 16 and 28, and 8th Parkgate 18 and 24. So that's your league tables. We'll do before we go on, quickly have a look at next week's fixtures or the weekend's fixtures. Team of the week. Richard.
I think I'm probably going to go for Nostell for that win against Route 1 Rovers, I think.
Well, that's my team of the week gone. We spent too much time together, Richard. That's the problem. So, Nostell, well done. Got thumped by Armthorpe on Saturday, then played free scoring Route 1 Rovers and beat them. So, yeah, it's a really good shout, that. Bob?
Well, it's a pity that Jordan's not with us because I'm going to go for his team, Horbury. To come back when you're bottom of the league, proper league, because as we know from Gould last year, 2-1 down, it doesn't seem to be going with it in previous games. Then to get 2 goals in the last 2 or 3 minutes to win it, that must be a fantastic feeling for the supporters and the players. So,
well done.
My team of the week is Horbury.
Aubrey, well done. That's a good chat. Si?
I'll go for the team that I went to watch, Frickley. Really, they've had a tough start to the season. Change of manager. Really needed to give the fans something to get some confidence, and they did with that 4-1 win. So yeah, I'm going with them.
You're going with Ripley. Well, Richard's got my team, so I haven't got another one. I was going to go for Nostell as well. So let's preview quickly. Got about 10 minutes left.
Can I just say this quickly?
Yes, Bob. Yes, quickly.
Because we've done the teams of the week.
Yes.
The NCEL announced the teams of the month for October, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. They're copying up us all the time.
Yeah. The Premier was Liversedge, and the runner-up was Handsworth, and Division 1 it was Durham District, and runners-up was Worsborough. So I thought just worth a mention.
Yeah, no, it's worth a mention. I think we can't argue with that as well. Spot on that, to be fair. Let's preview the weekend games then. No Friday night games. That's a change. So Saturday sees 5 of our teams in the FA Vars second round, 3 home and 2 away. Albion Sports are at home to Holker All Boys from the Northwest Counties first. They're lying in 6th, Holker All Boys, so Albion could do them. Brigtown have a tough home tie against West Didsbury and Chorlton, who are 3rd in the Premiership at the moment. West Didsbury and Chorlton from the Northwest Counties League. Rossington have a journey and a half to play Carlisle City from the EBAC Northern League, who are lying mid-table in 12th, so never know where Rossington there. Liversedge have a home tie at the Claiborne against Northwest Counties, Atherton Laburnum Rovers. They're 12th in the Premiership at the moment, so I fancy Liversedge for that one. And finally, mine and Richard's team, Barton Town, travel to Merseyside to play South Liverpool at the exotically named Jericho Lane. As we said, a rather soulless Astro boxed ground, which do seem to be popping up more frequently at our level. So South Liverpool.
It's a very famous name, South Liverpool. That when they played they was one of the original members of the Northern Premier League when it started in the 1960s.
Yeah. Wasn't called New Brighton for a while as well?
There might have been, but I always knew with South Liverpool. But could be right.
So tough tie for the Swans, but we'll see what we do. Are we doing the commentary, Richard?
We are. I was just looking up their form today. On the form table, they'd be 3rd in the league. They've hit a good patch of form in the last month or so.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah. But the big question, Aaron, our listener wants to know if you're going on the bus, are you going to get a lift with your mate this time after the first round?
I'm going on the bus this time because Richard's got a small car, and I don't want. I bore him to tears for 2 hours as well. So he would have me absolutely bored stuff for me.
Well, he's not forced to stick with you.
Who's going to drive? Richard's the driver.
Richard does marathons, so he's used to endurance. So I'm sure he can endure you for a car.
No. That's another whole.
Is that a different test of endurance?
Different test. I wouldn't want to put him through that. That's torture. Me for 2 hours. It's bad enough 90 minutes with me. Never mind 2 hours there. So anyway, let's get on to the league fixtures. Beverley Town, they have a chance to move up the table if results go their way. They're playing the Poachers of Bottisford Town at the Norwood. I'll tell you what, you never know with Bottisford. Bottisford might beat them. You just never know. But Beverley are really, really playing well at the moment. Campion versus Parkgate. Parkgate on a high after beating Golka last Saturday, and Campion licking the wounds after a 4-1 defeat. But Liversedge, don't think many teams are going to go to Liversedge and get much out of them. I don't know about you guys. Eccleshill play Thackley. 2 good footballing teams. Should be a great game. So if you're at a loose end, get yourself down to Keighley. Now, Taddy could go within a point of Liversedge if they can overcome an informed Handsworth at Oliver's Mount. So that should be a good game for Tag. I think that'll be game of the day, that one. Horbury Town play Frickley, both coming off victories last weekend. Should be a cracker at the Pulseye Stadium there. Is it Horbury? Yeah, they're at Horbury at home. And Sheffield FC take on Penistone at the home of football. So that's your Premier. So there'll be a few changes with teams playing in the FA Vars as well. In Division 1, 8 games. A tough one for the Vikings, Bob. Goal, you're away at Durham District. How you going?
Oh yeah, I'll be going. It is a tough one because Durham District, 11 games at home, they've won 10 of them. The only game they lost was their opening home game of the season to Selby. But since then, they've never looked back at home. And it'll be a tough one. So,
it will be a
but
tough
with,
one, that one.
but with nothing to lose, fortunately, our away form is a lot better than our away form. So you never know.
No, your own form. You can't be away and away.
No. Our away form is a lot better because we've won 6 away, only won 1 at home. So,
Right. Well, you might
so
win
you
then.
never know. Well, you never know. You never know.
All right. So Doncaster City play Appleby-Framingham. Apford desperate for a win there, and Glasshoughton play Selby. Glasshoughton also really need a change of fortune, don't they? A good game down at Starbeck with Harrogate Railway taking on Kroll Colts. Ilkley Town, the Bar Tatters take on Wakey at Ben Ridding. How you going, Si?
I am off up to Moor.
I've took Moor. Get wrapped up. They'll be nithered.
It's going to be a bit breezy, isn't it, at this time of year?
As Richard sometimes says, it'd be too coach cold. So that's that one. And now our usual Lincolnshire derby as the White Wolves of Louth Town take on the Young Rangers of Winterton. So that should be a good one, both wanting points. Maltby Main take on Leeds University and South Leeds play Club Thorn. So that's all our games for the weekend. I don't know if I've not really looked at any further ahead. Is there any midweek games? I think there is, isn't there, Bob?
There is.
Yeah,
Sorry, go on, Si.
I was going to say we've got a West Riding County Cup match. We've got a trip to Tadcaster. We're in form in the Prem, but we've been there before and won in this cup before. So hopefully we can do the same again.
Yeah. Well,
that's the only cup one though. The rest of it's league action.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday night in the Prem, we've got Frickley at home to Pickering. Horbury, Jordan's Horbury at home to Wombwell Town.
That's a big match.
That is a big match. Yeah, as Jordan mentioned before. Yeah, very big match. A 6-pointer, that one. And Knaresborough at home to Campion. Liversedge home to Parkgate. It'll be a good game. And Rosso versus home to Answorth. And then in Division 1, we've got Assersley at home to Armthorpe. Club Thorn to Harrogate Railway. And Crawl versus home to Selby Town.
Selby Town Wednesday.
And then on Wednesday, we've got Penistone Churches in the Prem at home to Golcar. In Division 1, we've got Brig with a big test because it's Durham District visiting. And then Route 1, and this is going to be a cracking match as well. Route 1 at home to Worsborough. So with Worsborough second in league, that'll be against Zach Khan and Reece Thompson. That'll be a good game.
Certainly will. I think I might go to watch Brig Town and Durham District. I might see what all the fuss is about with Durham District. I think I might go watch that one. So that'll be a good game. That's if I get over travelling all that way on Saturday. So I hope I don't get travel sickness on that bus.
I'm sure you'll be all right.
I'm sure I will. Yeah.
You might be singing on the way home for the one.
Yeah, singing. Yeah, God, that'd be terrible. It will be raining if I'm singing. I'm just hoping my son has got his headphones with him because he never stops talking. So he talks more than I do. So was it Bottisford Town and Golker on Tuesday night? Oh dear, he never stopped talking from minute 1 to 90 minutes, and then got in the car and I said, "Have you got your headphones with you?" He said, "No." So he talked all the way home on the car. Oh dear, man, absolute unbelievable. I think he's after my job, Richard, commentating. I think we can't trust him though, can we? Because he does swear a bit.
Oh, right. You'd be off air.
Within 2 minutes, especially if Barton get a goal, and he's terrible with refereeing.
That's it for this edition. If you've got any news for the podcast or you'd like to appear on the podcast, please email ncelpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.